Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be an updated foundation routine. I mentioned in my November favorites some things I have been loving to do my foundation if you guys wanted to see a video, and I got several requests to do so. So I'm pretty much going to show you the foundation routine that I've been going to for the last several months, and it's pretty much the thing what I do like every single time. It works for whether I'm just going to work or if I am like going out. It's kind of like a full coverage but like lightweight fresh face look anyway, because I'm just a minimalist when it comes to makeup. So if I get something that can transition from like day to night and it looks good all day, keeps me matte, still looks kind of like natural, then that's gonna be my jam. Take the time out right now, if you haven't, to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. You can do so by clicking the little subscribe button, the red one down there. And then if you want to get notifications so you don't miss any time I upload a video, then definitely hit that bell button as well. I'd really appreciate it. Also, just leave me like any future videos you want down below in the comment section. All right, so if you want to see this routine, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to start off doing is priming my face with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This one's pretty good, I found, for like not only minimizing the look of pores, but also actually keeping me pretty matte. And it comes out in like a clear, tacky kind of consistency. I actually just like to push it into the skin. I don't try to rub it too much, because if you rub it too much, it'll start to peel back off of the face. So once that has set in for a little bit, the foundation I'm going to go in with is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and this is in the color Medium Dark 1 Syracuse. So this foundation is pretty pricey, but I love that it comes with a pump. It has really great coverage for it to be as thin as it is. Like, it's pretty watery if you can hear it. So normally I just pump out like 4, we'll go for 5 since I'm on camera. 5 pumps, which seems like a lot, but it's so liquidy that it just, I mean, it just blends and moves really nicely. So I'm taking a damp Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I just go right into the foundation and then apply it to my face. Normally I'll start with like my cheeks first. And since I don't need a lot on my forehead or my nose really, I'll just take what's left over after I've blended it out onto my cheek, onto my forehead. I normally do one half of my face and then I'll move on to the other. And I'll take what's left over and go along my chin and my jawline, dragging it down my neck and kind of like over my ears, just because you don't want a mask. You definitely don't ever want to see any like differences between where your face and your neck meet, especially color-wise. Okay, next to conceal, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. This is in the shade Medium. And I just go kind of like an upside down triangle underneath both eyes. And then I'll do a little on the forehead, tiny bit down the nose, and some on the chin. Okay, so I featured this little sponge in my like November beauty favorites, and at the moment I really didn't know what it was, but it's actually supposed to be a makeup eraser sponge. But I like to use it to blend out my concealer because I find that it fits perfectly underneath the eye. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this one I am using damp as well. Sometimes I use them dry. It probably just depends on how much time I have. Okay, and to set all of my concealer, I am going to use this Laura Mercier translucent powder, and it's actually mixed with the Ben Banana powder, which I feel like was like one of the first things that started the whole baking translucent trend, everybody started out using like midnight banana powder, and they've now moved on to like several other things. But I had a little bit of it left, so I literally just like packed it into here, and it gave it more of a yellow tint to it than just the Mercier powder by itself, and I love it. So I just take the same sponge that I used to blend out the concealer and just go directly into the powder, and then I just pack it underneath my eyes. And to really make my foundation last like all day without getting oily, I like to set the center of my face too. So definitely the forehead and the nose. And where I get the oiliest is actually my chin. Sometimes I'll set right in this area, but with this foundation, I really don't find that it settles in this area right here. So a lot of times I won't really do that unless I'm going for like a super flawless look. And I don't really do a lot of baking. Most of the time I'll just pack it underneath there and either blend it in with a sponge, or I go right back in and brush it away. And this is just the Luxie Beauty Tapered Highlighter Brush 522, which I love because it fits right underneath here and it's so fluffy and soft. So I just blend away any excess powder. To set the rest of my face, I'm just using the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC42. Tell you the truth, I'm just really trying to use this powder up. And I just take it with a kabuki brush and kind of just set the rest of the face slash blend out where I put the translucent powder so that I don't have any like overly ghostly looking areas, which that powder doesn't really give you any like flashback or white cast or anything. So because I don't really contour that much, I just go in with a really fluffy kind of blush brush. This one is the Real Techniques blush brush. So my favorite bronzer is the NYX matte bronzer in Deep Tan, which I have used and abused. I just go in and kind of mainly hit the cheeks and then up the sides of the temples and the forehead. So I like to go over the ears and down the neck, and then any part of the chest that is seen that day, a little bit underneath the jawline. And then maybe a little bit on the end of the nose. And sometimes I go underneath my lip. That's pretty much it. Okay, so majority of the time I'm wearing a blush that's kind of some type of like peach, bronze, terracotta type of shade. And this is the NYX Baked Blush in Solstice, which is exactly all of those colors that I just explained. It kind of has like a little sheen, not any shimmer, but like a little sheen in it where it just gives like a nice glow. And it's kind of just bronzy. And I just go like straight on the apples. I'm not like, I kind of just like a blown out diffused type of blush look. Okay, so if I'm feeling like extra fancy, I will use a highlighter even if I'm like just going to work. Just because I don't really do anything on the eyes most of the time. So I just like, you know, the skin to look really healthy. I think highlighting the face is just like an easy way to make the skin look really healthy and more youthful. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals, which is a kind of just like champagne with a tiny hint of rose in it, I feel. I literally just do a kind of C around the outside of the eye here, so the top of the cheekbone, and then wrap it around the temple and just above the eyebrow. And then I do the tip of the nose and kind of just like the bridge of the nose, like right between where the eyes are. And then a lot of times I'll just put some underneath my brows since I don't wear eyeshadow like every day. So lastly, just to set the face, I'm going in with the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe, Herbs, and Rose Water. And normally I don't like the smell of rose, but this one just feels like really cooling. I love using it during the summer. So that's everything for this foundation routine. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.